Does someone wish to recount what happened during our last session of Dund?
Does anybody remember?
Does anyone have notes?
Oh, yeah. Um,
Uh,
Anissa.
so we were traveling on the road up to the north as we are gonna be going to the city to confront the head priest Dionysus and uh, carry on that mission for the whole beetle plague. And while we were on the road, we encountered a very scared young man who apparently had stolen. It was an instrument, I believe. Uh, some kind of like harp or something, I think.
Yes, made of gold.
Yeah, golden harp. And apparently had stolen it out of a cave belonging to a dragon. We all managed to get it off the road out of the way, and we saw that the dragon was some kind of hollow eyed, seemingly infested creature as it kind of like went around blindly, but luckily we were able to avoid being detected. We got brought. We got brought then over to his place where he's staying slash working, which seems to be this sort of like I want to say like half in the Fey, half in the material plane kind of location, sort of like a liminal space, where we all got to meet the matron. Is it pronounced Kersey or Cersei?
I'd pronounce it like Sis.
Okay. Where so we met with the matron Circe, and uh she for like some offer, uh which was contingent depending on who was asking. We all got different like leads or readings into what we should be like looking out for due to pertain to a specific line that we were like leading to. And I believe Cain and Nonus both got one. Dolores abstained. Sarah wasn't here, and Anissa, of course, doesn't accept anything from anybody. Nonus learned about his aunt, who apparently was here, and that was a shock to his system because apparently she had disappeared and been missing for years. And then we all basically settled down with drinks, and that's where we ended the last session.
Yes, pretty much. I have since talked to Sarah, and Davina is going to excuse herself, uh, saying that she's going to go powder her nose, and then is going to go talk to Sis in private for a bit.
Okay.
What did the rest of you want to do? Nonus, your aunt is somewhere in one of the rooms you haven't been in yet.
Yeah. Where we left off, I believe he was in prayer, so he would be doing that for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. What about Cain?
I think after everything he heard, the memories that like were fresh on his mind, he just like go back, sit down, and you see that his semblance is even more sad than usual. And he would take out his folder paper piece, like from in a pocket or something, unfold, and he still look at it like for like an uncomfortable amount of time, like without any blinking or any move, just like looking at this torn old yellowish paper.
You look almost like a statue as you do so. Anissa would be able to see what's on the paper over your shoulder. What would be on it?
It would be kind of a grocery list, shop list, with like some things to buy, like all like natural ingredients and everything. But the most important would be like in the bottom would have like don't forget to feed the birds. I love you, and a little heart.
See. Anissa,
Mm.
what are you doing?
Cleaning weapons.
You sit down. For
Probably
a while.
sees the first little bit and just goes, "Ah, that's Cain's business," and just leaves them to it.
It's like that rise of secondhand embarrassment on the back of your neck. You're like, oh, nope, not looking at that.
I mean, probably sees the first bit, sees it's a shopping list, and just goes, "Ah, that's Cain's business."
I don't need to go to Sainsbury's today. That's Cain's business.
Yeah.
Weapons are getting progressively more clean. What about Dolores?
She's drinking her ale.
Mm.
We're currently in like an area. We're literally in an inn, so she's taking this opportunity to just kind of like, while we're off the road from travel and all that, she's just like taking the chance to take the breather before we need to like set out again.
Fair enough, fair enough. The ale is cold, slightly sweet, maybe a touch of honey in there. Very refreshing. Nonus, you begin to finish up your prayers. After an appropriate amount of time has passed. Would you rejoin the others?
Yeah, at that point would come down. Move to rejoin the others.
Once you get to where you are currently, you hear a soft but familiar noise coming from one of the rooms near you. Just a simple vocal exercise. You can hear the voice of your aunt just doing, scales up and down, warming up her voice as she's done many times.
Nonus moves to keep going before hesitating and venturing towards the sound.
You think he should take a few more steps towards the Great Hall? Seems to be coming from there, and as you get to the door to your south, you can hear the voice coming from the other side of this door.
Nonus will stand there for a few moments, still debating a lot of things, before taking a breath and reaching up to knock.
Come in!
He will open the door.
You see your aunt. She looks noticeably not that much older than when you last saw her. Not as old as you think she would have aged in 10 years. She is sitting on a bed, tuning a lute.
He would take a step in. It has been some time.
Gosh, of course. It's been, what, a few months. It's lovely to see you again, my little nephew. How are you doing?
There's a distinct confusion as Nonus will. Can I insight to see if that's like what she actually believes? Like basically vibes check of
Yeah.
what the hell is going on here?
Mhm.
A 7.
You're not as, it's been a long time since you saw your aunt, and the shock alone, is making it hard to gauge, but also you've kind of forgotten a lot of her mannerisms.
Hmm.
You think she believes what she's saying? She doesn't seem to be in distress. Although she is looking at you a little curiously.
It has been a fair bit more than a few months.
Of course. You have grown. How old is Nonus right now?
Shoot, let me double check on the. I don't think I put the age in on the thing, did I? No, I did not. My apologies, I should have. There it is. And at
Oh, it's not sure.
let's go for yeah. 28, we'll say.
Okay. Of course you have grown up so much. Have you? I'm so sorry to have missed your 18th birthday.
There's been quite a few more. I believe you might be confused, dear aunt. It has been 10 years.
That's not. What?
I went off to college, and when I returned home for our first summer break, Mother said you hadn't been back in months.
Yes, I began traveling and I just ended up here. It's not been that
As
long.
nobody has seen you in 10 years. We presumed you died somewheres along the road. We tried searching and asking other fellow players and travelers. However, nobody was able to turn up anything. No one knew what really happened.
Nonus, please roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
That's an 8.
She just kind of blinks and goes, "Oh, yes, I see you're still telling your tall tales. Are you thinking of going into the liberal arts at college? Are you here alone, or do you have friends? It's dangerous
I'm
traveling."
I'm traveling with a party of individuals. However, I am not the same young mage doing parlor tricks that you left seen. I am able to defend myself quite adequately.
Yes, well, I suppose we all do enjoy a good amount of peace under Emperor Keegan's leadership.
I don't believe you have. I'm not spinning some tall tales. It has been 10 years, and unfortunately, Keegan Versailles died a few months ago.
She looks at you with this perplexed look, and you see as if there's almost a battle waging inside her head. And then for a second, her demeanor completely changes, like she's just broken the surface of water after being under there for too long. Nonus! You're here, right?
Indeed.
This place, there's something about it that is keeping us here and keeping us docile. I had two friends that went venturing around the building and they disappeared. Help us. Oh, well, that is a nice tale. Is that a story you're writing? And she's just
Indeed.
kind of head empty once again.
Indeed it is. I thought it would be great to do some fiction work to add to the library of the college. That's why I'm out adventuring with my compatriots. To get more information of different lands, to write better tales.
What a good little boy you are. Tell me, have you been accepted to any colleges yet?
Yes, I believe before we last left, did I not tell you that I was going to the Anissa College?
Oh, lovely. Oh, I'm so proud of you, my baby boy.
But I should let you get back to your warming up. I look forward to hearing a performance again. It's been too long.
By this point, Davina would have finished with Sus. So Talia will just smile at you. I'll see you for my performance later on this evening, I'm sure. And she almost, as if you don't exist to her anymore, she just looks down at her lute again. It's just.
Nonus will open the door and leave. Take a deep breath before walking back to the others and shooting a look. He will come down and speak in very hushed tones so Cor can't hear. We need to go outside to discuss something privately, away from prying ears and watching eyes.
Dolores just kind of like looks at her like half drank pint. Then she kind of like whinges a little bit, and then like takes the chance to finish chugging it down before like getting up from the stool.
Yeah. Cain will fall after.
Davina has not gotten a second drink yet, so has nothing to slurp or take with her and will just follow suit.
How fast of running is like the stream through here?
It is what could only be described as a babbling brook.
Perfect. Nonus is going to lead people back towards it, so the sound of the brook will cover any whispers and such. He'll have everybody gathered round for speaking still in hushed tones, wanting to ensure that the babbling of the brook can more or less overrule what he's, or, overpower the sound for anybody trying to eavesdrop. On my way back in after my prayers, I heard my aunt, and when I approached, it seemed to be in some kind of trance, believing we had only seen each other a couple months ago. It took a bit of conversation and a bit of prodding, but it seemed whatever spell was subduing her broke for just a moment before reinstating. This place is not as it seems. She says that she is being held here without her consent, and that two of her friends who went snooping around have disappeared. There's a chance that somebody within this compound is using magic to keep people docile and to keep them here. I do not believe it would be Kersey. However, I will not eliminate her fully, given she seems to be the one in charge. However, somebody as devoted to our god as she is, I would not put it past her. After all, one should never show their true face.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think I'm much of a good use in determining what could be done around here. I'm more of the divine kind of sense. I'm not that well trained in figuring out the more wizardy stuff.
Well, there's a chance that this is through divine means. We know that she is a devout follower of our god. And this could be a gift. This could also be, in part, the price we pay for those of us who have made a pact.
Well,
But that was more direct and in simple terms. For one, I will be losing my magic. I won't be much use around here without my magic. And my species doesn't live long enough to warrant me being labor.
And Dolores, besides, you are much more than just your god, and you're pretty good at reading people. I still remember your crashing the plans of a certain priest not long ago.
Well, again, that wasn't determining any form of magic. That was just basic seeing a person's general demeanor. You see a lot of folks go through the tavern working the business like I have, and also working with the many people during my training as an acolyte.
Well, but that's the point. If someone tries to lie to us, I fully believe in your capabilities to spot them.
Well, yes, but that's not what. I think that a lot of you try to boost my morale up, thinking that I'm putting myself down, when I'm simply just stating some facts about what I'm able to contribute. Why is this?
That's
First, it was Anissa who assumed that my stammer was from no confidence in myself, and now I'm being told that I'm more than just my religious views. What really? What's going on here?
that's simply a coincidence, honestly. Nonetheless, I think
Just to put this out here, I don't have self-esteem issues. I question myself sometimes, like a lot of no regular people do, but that doesn't mean that I'm, putting myself down all the time.
Right. I apologize. It was not my intention to assume anything. I
Right.
still not good with people as I used to be.
Forgiven. With that said, if curse is not one that we are immediately questioning, I wonder then what the source of this would be. If it is it somebody intentionally? What kind of idea
Potentially.
did you get?
Uh, It was just a some kind of actual consciousness coming to the surface instead of a docile natured. I would think this is some kind of magical effect that forces the personality down and leaves just surface level thoughts and memories, not allowing one to really do too much other than their role. Um, Let me think a bit more. Can I do like an Arcana check to figure out if I'm kind of on the right track, or kind of an idea of, is this arcane in nature, holy in nature?
You can do Arcana, but I would recommend History.
History, perfect. 23.
You almost want to hit yourself on the head. This is classic Fey behaviour. Just ruling other people's emotions, leading them into false senses of security, or taking away
Oh.
parts of themselves. Doi! You've studied them for years.
I've jumped to conclusions a bit too fast. This screams everything of Fey magic. I also do remember that when I asked the druid if they knew anything about the Fey, they directed me to what is likely this location. We are very much dealing with some kind of Fey magic. Or some kind of being from the Feywilds. Perhaps Kersey herself.
Can I ask my cat if can I ask Kiki if she had sensed like more than one source of fey magic? Or if we're just like Cersei.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh, I guess
Do you
that's
want
also to speak with animals.
you want to use a spell slot?
Yeah.
This curse, she stinks of the Feywild, but this whole place does. I sense something. Oof. Stands the hairs on the back of my neck. It's coming from over there, next to that spotty teenager. And Kiki looks due east. West. Towards
It seems
this spotty teenager.
as easy as anything to figure out. If things do go a bit sideways, please allow me a moment to speak so I may lace my words with magic to attempt to get us through places or to stop certain actions from happening.
Okay.
So long as we are not openly hostile, I find people are very open to suggestion.
Or we could just try to talk to him normally at
Oh.
first.
That seems to be the best course of action. I do not wish to waste magic. However, should things push come to shove, I just want you all to know that it is an option.
Dolores just kind of like reaches over, just kind of like pats Nonus on the hip, and is just like, I think all the time you spent away studying has taken away some of the social skills you've had.
I've been told I've had none to begin with.
Well, hopefully being around us will fix that.
Now, shall we?
Lead on.
Absolutely.
Dolores kind of just like has to hop across just to get to the other side.
Nonus will approach with the others in tow. Greetings! We're just out on a bit of a stroll before dinner.
As you speak to this teenager, he's got his back turned to you. He's got his shirt just kind of like tied around his waist, with a whole solar map's worth of freckles on his shoulders and back. He's got this kind of cheap-looking birch wand. He seems to be trying to make a plant grow next to this building. And as Nonus cries out greetings, he kind of drops his wand. Oh, hello. Greetings. How can I help?
What does this building seem to do? It's a bit part of, or a bit off of the compound, but doesn't seem to have any clear use.
It's our reliquary.
I see. And what sort of relics does it house?
Just one relic, actually. A nice statue of the two people that I built the inn.
And who might they be?
I don't know their names. An elf, a lady, and a human lady. I think they were wives.
Hmm.
Are we able to peek inside? Like, is there any window or keyhole or something?
There is a wooden bead curtain door. So yeah, more than able to like peek through the beads.
Dodos take a step forward.
Of course.
How do you find your time here?
My time? Well, I've been here since birth. The curses is my mother. Of course, I like it quite much.
I see. Can Dodos try and intuit? Like, does he seem to be under the same effects of having like an actual personality repressed, and this is just kind of an outward expression?
Yeah, you can vibe check, as can anyone else that wants to.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get an idea myself.
Vibe your check.
So that's 17, 18, and 24.
Yep.
He does have a personality. His personality is quite. He seems very anxious, but it's not like he's hiding anything. It's more that like he's just not used to talking to people. He seems to be the one that is kept like in the back. He goes off, does his own thing. It just isn't very connected with others, but he doesn't seem to be under any specific effects. He also doesn't, he's observing you all as you're getting closer to this reliquary building. Doesn't seem to have an issue with you looking around it.
If I may question, the other aarakocra that is here, known as Thalia, how long has she been here?
Oh, she's come and gone. But I remember her playing quite a nice melody for my brother's birthing day. To help calm my mother when she was in labour. He's so about 10 years, I'd say, on and off.
Nonus will nod. You seem to be attempting some magic. Can I give you a hand? I am more of a arcane, and I don't really know too much about plants, but...
Oh, it's no issue. I'm just practicing. I want to make plants grow more. It's always nice to do that, and I wanted to do something for myself. How does Thalia put it? It's my me time.
And we are distracting you. My apologies.
Oh, it's no need to apologize. Bye. And he'll just skirt around. You see, now looking more towards the building, that the back half of the building seems to be fused with the stump of what was once a grand tree. You can see like old roots poking through the foundation. Luca just kind of like skirts around them, and you hear him beginning to try and make something grow once more.
Well, that went better than I expected. Shall we investigate a bit more?
Yes, let's please.
Can I have a quick look inside to see if I maybe recognize the figures?
Yep. You can step inside or just like peer through the beads if you prefer.
Yeah, just a little peek.
You see there is a small. It looks like it's carved out of a silver ash tree. A small statue on an altar of two women who are embracing kind of face to face in such a way that they have almost fused together. And they both seem to be in some form of eternal sleep reference image.
Would I recognize that?
History check, please.
Okay. I'm gonna use knowledge from past life. History. Oh. Oh, okay.
That really is the best of both worlds there. You recognize this image in like fairy tales from your childhood of long ago. There was an elven archdruid called Cain, who ran away with her lover, a human archmage called Porphyra.
Say the name again, please. Thank you.
You know that their love was not accepted at their time in history, so they left to go and make their own place where their love would be accepted, and they loved and nurtured plants and travelled throughout a lot of the land, growing them until settling somewhere that you always thought was some kind of metaphor for death.
Hmm.
You know, like, hey, we're not Porphyra, retired to the farm type thing.
Okay. I'll keep that information for the others.
You'll share it with the others. Do you mean?
No, I'll keep to myself the information and follow them.
As you are looking at this statue, Kiki digs her claws into you, just whispers in your ear, "This is it. This is the source of the other
Well,
power."
Oh,
Nonus is going to walk in.
Beads jangle at your entry. One kind of gets stuck behind your wing. You have to kind of shrug it off. A couple of them hit Cain in the knees as they've settled.
well, if that's the case, I'll pet Kiki. I will praise her, and yeah, I'll share my knowledge with the others. It seems to be like I heard this history when I was like young or something. I can't even believe I still remember it. But yeah, it's this fairy tale about those lovers to run away, and I never paid much attention to it. But now it's all resurfaced on my memory, and it seems that Kiki thinks this is the source of the magic, the fate magic. That's it.
Nonus is going to take a look around the little reliquary. Is there like an obvious source coming from it? Like now that he is kind of aware of it, can he confirm this?
As you have a look, there's a pressure kind of starts to make itself known in your head. A pressure that you haven't felt since you were last close to the Feywild. And it seems to be coming from the statue itself, and it is calling for you to touch the statue.
I think Nonus raises a hand, a firebolt begging to come to fruition, just flicking at his fingertips. I do not like this thing. It reminds me of unpleasant times.
Now, wait. Now, isn't the whole point of this area and the fields that it has to keep out the current beetles? I may not know too much on arcane or these insects, but I I don't know. I would think that as soon as a field like that would come down, they'd start swarming all over this place, right?
Didn't we have the intel that apparently they don't like fey magic?
That did seem to be Curse's understanding, yes. At least what she said to you.
And what Dolores is getting is that the whole reason this place has fey magic is probably the source of the thing creating the whole space of fey magic we're currently in.
Look, I understand that if I burn this thing, there's a good chance that we are no longer welcome here, but at the same time, I have a chance to save somebody that is dear to me. Or would you prefer I condemn them to the brainwashed suffering for another moment?
Just to check, and just so we can have a little bit of time to think about this. I'm not saying not to, but I don't want us to make a hasty decision too soon. What exactly did Curse tell you whenever you asked for your guidance?
The flames in Nonus's talons will dissipate. My deal is to return somebody that is precious and to me. I do believe I was relatively specific that it was the one that I have lost to these foul things. And in return, I would give up my magic. That was my pact.
If that's something you've already made with Curse, is that something you can easily, you know, do something else like this? Or are you still bound by that pact?
I am unsure the nature of it. It seemed to be more of divine than Feywild, at least to in the moment.
Well, you do know more about the Fae than I do. If this is something that you believe will break this and save your aunt and clear her mind so she can uh, uh, es- es- leave from here, then take the opportunity.
Has the pressure left at all, like with
No,
Nonus
no.
like being extremely angry?
It is only grown, and you begin to hear in your head, "Come with us, come inside. We wait here for you." As you think on whether or not to firebolt it, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 10.
Without knowing, your feet take a step towards the altar. Your hand is inches away from touching the statue. There's this prickling on your fingers of electricity as you reach out for it. Your talons feel numb as you do, but there's a warmth coming from this statue as well.
Is it clear that this is some form of, like, coercion? Magic or otherwise? Like, because a second ago, Nonus was absolutely going ballistic at the thought of keeping this thing intact, and now he's up for touching it.
Yeah, there's definitely, from the outside, just knowing Nonus, you can see that there's something affecting him.
Okay.
You're not sure what exactly, but something about the Feywilds doesn't settle well with him.
Can I try and pull him back then?
Yep, you can. Give me an athletics check.
Jeez.
You reach out to try and grab him. Notice the voice is so loud. Is there anything that you want to do in retaliation right now? Think on that for a second. Dolores, you cast resistance.
I accidentally clicked it. I have to use a temporary mouse until my new one comes in, so it doesn't move as easily.
I thought
so I accidentally clicked.
I thought that was going to be a cool move that you were making there, but
I don't know. My best bet is to like go up and then just kind of like with halfling nimbleness, I can just kind of like squeeze around Anissa and then just like sort of like with my fist kind of like glowing. No, actually I have to this uses material, so I do have to use my shield for this. I like grab my shield and like the hearth symbol like of Boldre kind of like glows upon it, and then she sort of like ram tackles into Nonus's hip to kind of like both cast like resistance as a touch, but also to like sort of like knock him out of it.
Okay. I will withhold on getting you to roll athletics because you're currently doing resistance. What about Cain?
Oh,
I'm assuming you'd be like there, Dolores.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Kane's too bright to like pick up the subtleties of what is happening and like fast enough to act.
Dolores.
So he just like sees everyone moving, and be like, "What?"
Yeah, Davina's just watching the show. Nonus, I asked you if there's anything you would think about wanting to do.
I mean, through like I'm presuming at this point, like this is basically uncontrolled movement. But would it be like a charm effect, or does he realize kind of like what's going on?
It is something that you think on, and it hits you to your core when you realize what this is, as the voices echo back in your head, and that you were lucky to only be touched by us last time.
Nonus will try with everything to pull back, as he is just going to see that he despises them, and he will be their end.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw with resistance.
1d4.
With
yes.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage with 1d4. That's a critical fail.
You need to touch the statue. You reach out and your hands grasp around it. It's warm. It shoots up like liquid metal up your arm. Anissa and Dolores are holding on to you as your vision is filled with light. There's a smell of blossom trees that fill the room. Cain and Davina, you two see this portal of light kind of coming from the open eyes of the statue that Nonus has just grabbed onto, and you see Nonus, Anissa, and Dolores being pulled into the portal. Davina will reach up and grab onto. Does Anissa wear a cloak or a cape?
Nope.
We'll just kind of like try and reach onto your belt. And just like, grab a hand onto your belt to ride out. And Davina will reach her hand out to Cain and say, "Grab my hand!"
I'll just grab quick. Oh, still without understanding, like. Oh.
And with that, all 5 of you are pulled into this portal. And the world goes black. When you come to, all 5 of you are lying kind of on your side or on your back in this very shallow pool of water. It's warm, it's oddly fragranced water. It's quite dark in this room.
I touch my shield and cast light. I'm just like Dolores is just like staying on her back, but seeing like it's dark and she doesn't have dark vision. She's gonna like just kind of like make some light to kind of like shine off of her shield as the hearth kind of like the fire sort of like gently like glows, and it looks like it's moving on the shield as it like gets illuminated.
You are all illuminated slightly more, and I assume you stand up.
No, she's just gonna lie there for like a couple more minutes, and she's just gonna say, "Is everyone okay?"
Physically, yes. Gets up, weapons get drawn. Emotionally, I'm
does-
fucking annoyed.
I don't
Does
think I'm
Nonus
trained to
sorry.
help with mental.
When Nonus wakes up, does he feel of his own mind?
Yes.
Okay. He will slowly get up and is just cursing out the Fae in their own tongue of Sylvan.
What kind of things does he say about the Fae?
That they are all just disgusting, vile creatures of woodland magic that he is going to raise the entirety of the Feywilds.
I have like language.
My hatred for them grows deeper.
Excuse my ignorance, but what just happened? Everything was so quick.
I think we got teleported somehow through the relic. Dolores now takes this time to kind of like get herself up, like shaking some of the water that like kind of like logged in her chainmail.
All the drips of water that fall off of you and back into the pool all sound like tiny droplets of crystal dropping down a chasm. Or like a chandelier having a strong breeze rush past it.
Yeah, I really don't understand any of this fae stuff.
They are vile tricksters.
As more of you stand up, you see, in addition to the light source that Dolores is casting, there is a source of light coming from in front of you for the map that is further up on the map.
Further up, like directionally page up, or is it
Yeah.
like
Scroll up?
Yeah.
okay?
I do not trust that. If this is fey magic, then where they want you to go is definitely some form of trap.
Is there
Well-
anything else that we can go towards?
We can reject it and go the other way, and with that, Nonus will start sludging.
Dolores kind of like trudges through a bit, like having her light sort of shine through to see if there's like an other direction. Oh, good. A shoreline.
I'm just gonna.
Is that a symbol in the ground?
It appears to be like some kind of fancy gold filigree. You can roll a history check.
Okay.
Dolores will use prestidigitation to kind of like dry the water out from between her armor bits.
Yeah.
18.
It's not a symbol that you're familiar with. You feel like maybe it is a symbol of some form, but it's not one that you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nonus will do the same, using prestidigitation to dry his robes and his wings.
Beyond this stone platform, it looks as if the floor continues further on into a cave. But if you hit this, I'll use Davina as reference. After this point, it seems like the floor becomes a wall. And what you thought was a floor going further on is a wall that stops any further progress.
Nonus will reach it and then begin to fly up to see if it eventually continues.
Yeah, the wall stretches all the way up to the top of a cave. You seem to be essentially inside a rock, like an eggshell made of rock. But in total you can fly about 60 feet up.
Nonus will land back down, regrouping with the others. It seems to go up, I would guesstimate, 50 to 60 feet. I don't see another way forward.
Then I guess the only option is to follow the light.
Let us look in the other areas of the cave first.
Lead the way.
Follow the walls. Do other things. With that, Nonus will take a 15-foot height as he will fly.
There seem to be the ceiling seems to be supported by some very old, very large well, you think they're pillars, you realize that they're fossilized tree trunks. Have been carved with more ancient symbols than you've ever seen.
Do they appear to be of any language?
You
Or are
recognize
these
them
more?
to be a very old style and font of Sylvan.
Can he figure out? Nonus kind of like do like from different angles to try and figure out what they say.
Yeah. You can fly around. You see that each pillar has a different virtue etched on it. One is protection. Another is safety, love, security, growth, harmony, things to that effect.
Is that on each of them, or is each of the pillars
Each one has a different name.
different name?
Has a different word etched onto it.
All right.
It's
Nonus
the
will.
pillars of someone's belief.
Mm. What were they again? It was harmony.
Protection, security, growth,
Protection.
love.
Security. Love. I think there's one more. Harmony, protection, security, growth, love, and is there another for the sixth?
Did I say security?
Yeah, I have harmony, protection, security, growth, love.
I was just naming virtues of that kind, so let's go with grace.
How deep, now that Dolores is kind of like seeing other people like start to move forward, how deep does it look like the water goes?
The water looks like it is like 0.5 millimeter deep. It looks a lot deeper. It looks as if it's several fathoms deep, but everyone seems to be walking on the surface of it without issue.
Okay, good. She just wanted to verify if Dolores just wanted to like just watch people and make sure that she didn't have to like end up swimming or anything in the deeper parts.
Fair enough. No, there doesn't. It seems to be a floor, like the floor is made of water, in a way.
Oh god, it's like at the Grand Canyon. They have like a glass bridge you can cross, and you can just see all the way straight down.
Trippy. And as you all explore further, you see some steps that seem to be made out of crystal.
Dolores will tentatively put a foot on the first step.
I forgot how to turn off fog of war, ba-dum-bum. So I'll just bloop the rest of it.
Oh god, this is the strongest enemy we faced so far.
The stairs lead up to a platform upon which there is a very pure mirror of water. It seems to be dripping from a frog statue's mouth. On the top of the frog statue sits a single, quite strong looking dandelion plant.
Is it about the size of a dandelion, or
It's
is it
about the size
bigger?
of you.
Okay, so it's a me-sized dandelion.
Yes.
Is there any creature or anything that I do recognize?
Yeah, you know what a dandelion is. I'll give
I
you
would
a
also hope
story.
you know what a frog is.
No, but like, do I have I understand why is it so big?
You know that certain spells can make plants grow like bigger. This is clearly not an unmagical place.
Okay.
One thing you do note is that there is no air inside this cavern that you're in. But nonetheless, the dandelion seems to be like swaying back and forth as if it's enjoying a nice breeze.
Okay, you mean like no wind? Because if there was no air, we'd have to start
Sorry,
suffocating.
yes, no wind.
Well, I don't need air. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck to you. You'll just be alone with a dandelion plant for the rest of eternity. A dandelion plant and the corpses of your friends.
Is there any? So there were runes on the pillars. Are there any signs of like placards or anything like around this fountain?
You do see one. A shield that the dandelion is holding in one of its arms as the dandelion without eyes turns. Welcome to the pool, to paradise.
Hello?
It's got this tiny little like needle sword that like a tiny little rapier that it's just kind of got slung over its back. It stands up, leaves the shield down. You see this inscription is the same one as the one on the pillar, protection, on the shield. He puts the shield down and it just jumps off the statue. Flap, flap. It has been very long since I saw anyone of note. Tell me, what do you seek beyond the portal to paradise?
To be fair, we aren't exactly sure where we are to begin with. What is this pool you seem to be guarding?
I am no god, I am a guide.
Oh, apologies. To what pool do you act as guide for?
With both arm branch thingies, the dandelion will just gesture to this like glowing kind of mirrored water surface. Ba-ba! This leads to paradise.
Do you know what paradise is?
They tell me it is a lovely place, full of love and joy, music, and eternal twilights. Except for those tricksy little leprechauns. Meh.
Yeah, Dolores is gonna look to Nonus like out of my wheelhouse.
As you look up to Nonus still flying in the air, he is just radiating, trying very, very much to not just instantly start obliterating this thing with every bit of magic he has.
Apologize, you cut out after radiating.
Oh,
Radiating
yeah, no.
It came in the next sentence, but
Yeah, Nonus is radiating just a vile hatred.
fair enough.
It is taking everything in him not to destroy this thing where it stands.
Should have prepared calm emotions. Do you know what this place we're currently in is?
It is the pathway. The crystal cave, as I like to call it. This, my master called it, a demi-plane. And I am the master of this plane.
Who is your master?
The gardener.
He kind of
Okay.
looks up and down at himself like, "'Twas not obvious?"
"'Twas not obvious. 'Tis the gardener."
I am so well maintained, of course I would be a servant of the gardener. How have you not heard of me?
Dolores has never had to, handle or learn anything about the Fae, so she feels a little bit kind of befuddled, like Alice in Wonderland kind of deal, where she's not really, getting the nonsense part of the nonsensical.
Yeah.
And she's just kind of so is this the only way out of here?
It's the only way out if you don't have the gardener to help you out. But don't worry, you can find them by going through to paradise. That's where they live. Yes.
Does Nonus know what does Nonus know about demiplanes?
I'd presume a fair amount, in concept.
Would he know
Initiative
if...
check?
Yeah, more specifically, he is trying to figure out if he destroys this thing, will it dispel the demiplane? Because it did declare itself the Guardian.
No, he declared himself the guide.
And also the master. Demiplanes are very subjective. Some will, if you kill the master of one, some will fade away, and you'll be forced into what you hope would be the plane that you just came from. But others are created by an external source, and the most powerful being inside the demiplane is not there by choice. And after that powerful being's death, the demiplane will live on. Out of character example, if you kill Strahd in the demiplane of Barovia, it's 50-50 depending on what edition I think you're looking at, whether or not Barovia disappears.
I think, if I remember, the 5e module, the idea is that Barovia temporarily disappears, but due to the powers in play, it will more than likely reappear and everything will sort of continue.
Yeah, because Barovia, the demiplane, is created by much more powerful dark beings that basically put Strahd in there to punish him for being evil.
Strahd is like the catalyst, but
Yeah.
even if you break him, he can reform.
Yeah. So, essentially known as...
With that, he raises... the party couldn't see, the flames flickering at his talons. Or there's a 50-50 chance that if I destroy you, we go back to where we came from.
Nonus, maybe we shouldn't be so hasty again.
It was these vile creatures that were in my head that caused this.
I'm nothing but a simple guide. The one that you want to firebolt in the face is beyond this portal.
The flames stop flickering at the talons. Then I shall tear them limb from limb myself.
think only Anissa has the strength score for that.
You can certainly try.
You can certainly try to encourage Anissa to do something, yes.
Would you like to leave this cave?
Yes, but please.
All you must do is step into this light and allow me to do my thingy.
All right, Dolores is just gonna kind of like look over at Nonus, just kind of like give him like a little hand, like chill, just like take it at a pause, and then she's going to like walk around, kind of like sidle herself in.
Yep, the lily pad is that this dandelion is standing on is kind of like sloped down. Davina will
Yeah,
follow you.
Will the others move? Can Nonus figure out, like, is this being truthful that it will help them, or is this some kind of ploy and trick of the Fae?
Yep, you can do a history check or a vibes check.
We're going with history. 25.
You know of many tricksy creatures of the Fae. You have no memory of this being one of them. This is a servant that is there to fulfill a purpose. Not anything with a specific ploy in mind.
Very well. With that, Nonus will come and land next to Dolores.
Okay. Cain, Anissa, how you guys doing?
Yeah, I'll just follow, like, there's no other way to solve this. This is the only way, so might as well.
Yeah, she follows. And this is defaulting to, I'm being the guard for the party, because I don't know what's going on anymore.
Fae things.
By all that is light and good in the world, I sentence you to paradise.
And this dandelion will take out his tiny little nettle sword and just kind of like swing it down into empty air and go, Shah! And you feel the world kind of ripping and oozing apart a little bit. And you wake up, you open your eyes once more, and you are in a fairy ring. It's a ring of toadstools about 20 feet across in the center of a forest clearing. Around you is lots of bright green grass and colourful wildflowers. There are 5 figures sitting on some of the larger toadstools. Small, like 3-foot tall, happy looking little creatures wearing bright green clothing with gleaming buttons and hats.
I don't think we're in Threscron anymore, guys.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much would people dislike if I start wildfires?
I think that since we are currently surrounded by nothing but greenery, I would be opposed to being in the middle of a wildfire.
That is fair enough.
One of these creatures kind of notices that you all appear. Ah, good morning. Welcome to paradise. This is the Eternal Garden. Sit down, have a drink, have an apple.
Do not accept such gifts from these vile creatures.
No, thank you. We are looking for the gardener.
Gardener. You'll find them sooner or later. There's a lovely building over there. The turrets and domes far in there. 'Tis a shame you can't spy it, as we urge you to try it. Solve the puzzle and see it appear. And he kind of points. You could just make out like a large body of water through the trees, and he's pointing that kind of direction.
What puzzle?
A puzzle you'll find when you get there.
That's
Well,
fair. Well, there's no reason for us to stick around then if this is how we're supposed to get out.
yeah. Seems like we have a puzzle to solve.
Dolores is gonna touch her shield, turn off light, and then just kind of like, heft her pack on her shoulder and just be like, all right, let's go. And then just start kind of like walking off.
In what kind of direction are you guys walking?
They
Like
pointed,
an easty direction.
yeah, the direction that they pointed, where the body of water we could barely see is where Dolores is going to start walking towards.
And what about the others?
Yep, follow. Keep an eye out.
Nonus will follow along, muttering that he should have learned how to cast Fireball.
The imminent threat of a fireball land upon us.
Dolores is
At any
making
time.
a note to herself that she should probably prepare calm emotions for her next spell next time.
Conjure water probably wouldn't go amiss around Nonus either.
I have create food and water. I can sort of create gallons of water.
Tip it all on his head. You begin to follow a path outwards. It's taking you more south to begin with, and you come across another clearing. You can hear as you approach the clearing thrums of music and laughter coming from inside. As you can hear panpipes in particular being played.
Oh.
Is there anything within sight as we enter in towards the clearing?
Yes, around a fire is a group of 5 satyrs that are dancing, and then a 6th one is sitting and playing the panpipes.
We're off course. We've headed more south than east. Leave them alone. And then we'll just carry on walking. Has absolutely no interest in this.
The path continues, and you finally get out of the forest. You can see that there is a large lake beyond, with what looks like a ruined building on an island in the center. You can see a lush meadow close to you as well. And beyond that, you can see the thickets of several hedges.
Hmm.
Is that building over there by the meadow, or is that just like flavor on the map?
It's just flavor on the map.
All right.
You know, you can see some form of building, but not of that relative size.
Well, I don't see a puzzle anywhere.
I think the puzzle might be those mesa things, gardens.
Never really was one good with mazes.
If there's nothing stopping me from flying, then there's no issue.
Well, now you've gone
Well,
and jinxed it.
we kind of dealt with a maze before, and we did relatively good. So I
Oh,
think we
how
can.
did you get through it?
Um, a lot of ink, basically.
Oh, unfortunately, I don't have any ink on me.
Are you sure? Mhm.
Now, let me double check my backpack. Powdered silver, diamonds, rations. No, no ink. Nonus, do you happen to have any ink?
Just before you answer that, Nonus, you try and fly up, but your wings don't seem to be able to operate like that right now. You flap and you
Oh,
flap and you flap, but your feet never get more than an inch off the ground.
how wonderful. The laws of physics don't work here.
You flap, then you flop.
Well, the good news is you still have a hover.
Yeah, I mean, you can hover an inch off the ground. You're basically as useful right now as Tensor's floating disc.
Well, I don't carry around non-magical. Actually, I do have a bottle of ink now that I look within my pack better.
Oh, well, we could use that maybe for the maze. I'll make sure to pay you back for it later.
That's what he said.
This is definitely gonna die this session.
Are you ready to get stabbed in the gut?
By Dolores, so maybe like stabbed in the thigh.
Dolores has a sickle.
Ooh.
In the back. I do have the rabbit that produces chocolate. We could use pieces of chocolate, but then again, that is edible.
It's not like you're gonna eat anyway.
Well, more so if there's anything living in there, such as insects or disgusting fey creatures that may come out and steal it, removing our path.
Also, the rabbit only produces one like small egg worth of chocolate per day.
Yeah, we can look. Notice his talents. He can make shavings.
Fair enough.
Oh, we can just trust in our abilities to solve the puzzles without any prompt.
Well, we won't be able to do anything until we get over there, so maybe we start going back.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Should we just shoot straight for the bridge, or should we aim to get to like the lake coast and then follow that?
I think the coast. I would like to have a look on this garden meadow thing.
Yeah, the meadow.
Yeah.
You guys want to go to the meadow?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll travel ahead.
Yep. So when you get there, you see it is a meadow that's just bursting with color, from like a literal carpet of wildflowers everywhere. You do also see a small wooden structure that is somewhere between a cottage or a stable, that stands in the middle. Just nothing else except for lots of bees buzzing happily around.
Can I take a moment to like gather a few ingredients and anything that I can get and put on my pack?
Of course. I mean, sorry if that's right with the rest of you.
Yeah. Are these just kind of like basic flowers?
Yeah. There's a lot of. They're really pretty, but they are quite common flowers.
Oh, okay. I thought it'd be like a little bit more magical.
You can have like a further investigation to see if there's something a bit more rare to find.
Okay, I can do that.
I'd say that's more nature. Sorry, I
Oh.
shouldn't have used the word investigation. Yeah, that would be a nature check. Oh, I'm glad I
18.
changed my tune. You rifle through and you are delighted to find a a small patch of angel's trumpet flowers. They're small white, like trumpet-shaped white flowers. Common. They're very rare, but they're a very important ingredient in potions that are used to revive life in people.
Oh, yeah, I will dip that and secure it as on my pouch.
Yeah, I would say you gain half a pound of Angel's Trumpet, which is the equivalent of about 10 doses of it.
Okay.
Is it like bring someone back, kind of like a smelling salt kind of deal, or is this like a full revive sort of thing?
It's a reagent in a couple of potions that I've been working on behind the scenes, as like a handout for Cain since he started getting into potion brewing.
Okay.
Which is something I'll send to them.
Nah, I only know how to cook. I don't know potions. Uh, yeah. Is there anything else just around here, or is it basically just kind of like an open, wide field?
As you guys look around more, you find that there are 4 centaurs that are napping near the lake. If you approach, one of them will stand up and examine you.
Dolores is just gonna kind of like hold up her hand and just say, uh, hello, we're trying to figure out to find someone called the gardener.
Hmm. Yes, they are the ruler of this land. They do have a place that they live in. Beyond the hedges. Why'd you ask?
Well, we ended up here by some happenstance. It was not really something we were intending to do, so we are just trying to find our way out.
Ugh, you and those children as well.
Children.
Yes,
You
came through yesterday, a couple of young humans. Saw them enter that big hedge maze in the middle.
May I
when we
trap?
are
What
when
happened
we
to them?
arrived.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
No, you go. You go ahead. Finish with your thing.
uh, what happened to them?
I did not see anything else. They entered and we haven't seen them since. And the centaur will then look back over to Dolores.
No, I just wanted to ask above the table. I just wanted to see when we arrived at the inn, like rest area. Was there anyone that brought to mention like missing children or anything like that?
I don't know if Nonus shared it, but Talia did mention that she had two companions that went missing recently.
Yeah, she did, or he did mention that, but there was no specificity of ages or anything. Just that it was two companions that he did share.
This is quite an elder-looking centaur, so take the word children with a, pinch of salt there. Might not have been, literal children, just young ones to him.
I'm trying to watch my sodium, but okay. Um, yeah, Dolores is just gonna kind of like look to Nonus, and if he did share that information, just be like, could that possibly be the people that your aunt mentioned when she broke out of her trance?
Potentially. If so, then we must save them.
It is our only lead so far right now. Thank you very much. Also, there was a mention of a puzzle by some smaller green folk when we arrived.
Oh, the leprechauns. They are frustrating creatures.
Oh, the dandelion guy did not like them either.
Amador. He is an interesting fellow, isn't he? Completely clueless.
Yes,
Yes.
he was nice.
The hedge mazes are magical. They shift. There is a puzzle involving a sundial, I believe. I never ventured there myself, but I heard it once from when Porphyra was building it.
All right, thank you. And then just kind of like look over to the group, just be like, I hope you all are better at mazes than I am.
Well, if this one shifts and such, then there is no way for us to even be able to use an ink trail.
Thus assuring
Oh, well.
Nonus's survival.
Well, that's good. That means we won't have to waste what ink you do have.
That also means it'll be harder to solve.
Indeed. Probably have to trust our intuition a bit better. That, and if there is some sort of sundial problem, then perhaps there is something to do with anything. How long has it taken us to venture around?
So far you've been in here about 30 minutes.
Based on the movement of, like, is there like a sun in the sky, or?
That is a great question. Let me find the exact wording I had. The sky above you is like a perpetual, like, twilight color scheme of like orange, red, pink, yellow hues. There is no visible sun, no visible moon, and no visible stars whatsoever. It is a bit lighter right now. You think like it's representing daytime, but apart from that, there's no way to accurately gauge how much time has passed.
I have been meaning to ask, Nonus, how does time exactly work within these Feywilds?
Depends. I believe from there has been accounts of people thinking that they've been gone for decades, only for it to be a few moments in the real world, where there have been times where they think that they have been gone for, a quick 20-minute adventure, and 100 years have passed from some accounts and documentation. So it is really a coin toss, as far as I am aware.
From what you recall, different areas of the Feywild, depending on what denizen rules or lives there exactly, is very determinate on how time passes in that area. It passes very differently in different places. This could be a lot slower, it could be the same time, it could be quicker. You could be going back in time right now.
It does, at the end of the day, depend on the person in charge of the location. There have even been historical accounts of people going back in time, which is fascinating.
Dolores is starting to look a bit more and more worried at the concept of losing time like that, considering how she has made it sort of like clear about her sort of like matter involving the whole queen ordeal thing that we're missioned on right now. So she's just kind of like nodding, a little pale. She's like, okay.
Either way, allow us to head to the maze post haste.
Right. Yes. Dolores kind of like a bit in a mild shock is just gonna like follow everybody as we head towards the mazes.
Cool. You going over this bridge?
I think this
Yeah.
one, yeah.
No,
That's
you
what-
know what? I don't like that bridge. Let's go north.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still back, go north.
We'll go
As-
north, cross that bridge, and then we'll go to the mazes.
Yeah, as we travel, everybody can probably tell that Nonus has calmed a bit, but there is just he seems to be now too calm. That this is all fine, and there's just this thing of like when they meet the gardener, there is a good 50-50 chance he just starts lobbing spells.
The centaur
Dolores.
did point out to you that the gardener's house is here.
Where?
Yeah.
This cave thing.
Over there.
Over there.
Um,
But yes, you also have that hedge maze that you are aware of.
I mean, there is also the people who are apparently associated with your aunt who are possibly lost in one of these mazes.
Yes, I do believe that we should go save people before I enact my vengeance and destroy this individual.
Right.
Right.
He says, angrily hovering an inch off the ground.
Yeah, that would be good to help people. Yes, yes, yes. Let's focus on that.
Did the guide guardian that we spoke to, did they like specify which maze they went before disappearing?
The middle
I
maze.
think they said the big one, yeah.
Yeah, these two look like mazes, but as you get closer, you realize they are just hedged decorative gardens. So do you guys go towards the cave, towards this garden or this maze?
I think we're heading to the maze. We're gonna
Yeah,
go
the
save
big one.
people.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dolores right now is less leading, and now she's kind of like hanging back, following, just sort of like, oh, time doesn't work, and we could be in here for hundreds of years. That's great.
You come across the hedges are about like 15 foot high with like really long, thorny branches. There is an opening to the west leading into a maze of corridors of hedge. Do you enter the maze?
Yeah.
Yep, going in.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
How do you approach said maze?
Can I suggest something, everyone? The guardian said those people who get in got lost and everything, and I think that's also a possibility that could happen to us. And we saw what the magic can do with the minds of the people, since it made Nonus teleports us here. So it could get us into trouble. So I think we could, I don't know, maybe tie ourselves together in a rope so we can stay together no matter what.
Right. Dolores kind of just like looks through her pack. I don't happen to have any rope on me.
No, do I. I do not carry it.
Seriously? Oh, fine. Yep, pull some rope out.
Alright.
I look up to Anissa. Anissa, can you make the knot? You seem like a Girl Scout.
If I wasn't angry at other things right now. Sure. Yeah, we'll tie the rope, whatever's needed.
You can take as long as you want doing this to make sure it's good. Or you can try and do it quickly and risk it not being as good.
No, she wants control. The very few things she can control right now, one of them is this knot.
Okay.
So, we'll be taking the time needed to make it good.
Alright. With the 5 of you all roped up together, you will step into the maze, right?
Yep.
That is where we're going
Wait.
to have our break.
I do want to just verify, what's the order that we're tied in?
That's a good question.
Oh, and this is definitely first.
Yep.
Alright, so Anissa lead. Who's second?
I think someone with Emily should be blessed to like protect both ends.
So you at the back, because
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
similar to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the 2 tanks and then the 3 squishies.
Yeah.
In whatever order.
I have 17 AC.
Let Davina in the middle because she's probably
Yeah,
the
that
most
she's
delicate one.
yeah, Davina's equal distance from the front or the back, so if we need to throw someone in front of the enemy, Davina.
Yeah. I guess. Alright, so do we want to do it like Anissa, Dolores, Davina, Nonus, Cain?
I'd say
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, that works for me.
Cool. And we'll find out how well you guys do, in about 10.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. The 5 of you all roped up. Anissa in the front, Cain in the back. You take your first step into the maze. Anissa, investigation or survival?
Oh boy.
Neither.
Oh, it's gonna be that one.
Dolores, investigation or
Yes.
survival?
I am untrained in both, but I will take the survival because that's what I'm better in.
Do it.
That's a 10.
That is a 10. Davina! I need to open up her character sheet.
Oh, we're doomed.
Dun dun dun.
Investigation or survival? Okay, she has a 1 in survival and a 2 in investigation.
Not the brightest.
Nonus, do you see where I'm getting at with this?
I do.
Cain, want to try salvage this?
I don't think I can, but sure, let's try. Oh my god, I have a +8! How's that? Oh my god.
I only need 3 of you to succeed. I think you can probably guess you have not succeeded.
Yeah.
Anissa, you are very sure of where you guys need to go. You are making the right turn and the right turn, but then like everyone else behind you is going, no, it's that way, no, it's that way, no, it's that way. Before you know it, you reach what appears to be a clear path through the maze, and you emerge into the wide open area of where you began.
I hate all of you.
Sorry, I really thought we should have gone left at that turn back there.
I'm just gonna
No,
try something. Give me a
Well,
second.
at the very least, we lost, but we got lost on our way out. We did not get lost in the maze. We got lost outside the maze.
Sure.
You know,
that
I'm
only
actually gonna
hurts my.
credit you. You did roll a 9.
Are we able to just cut through the wall? Like, poke it with sword, what happens?
Yes, you are.
Oh, thank
That is an
fuck.
option.
And this is going on the warpath and going in a straight line to the center. She's done with this.
Okay. The hedge walls are like from your first adventure, and you know they're about 5 feet thick. How do you start? Do you just like do a little jiggery pokery with your sword?
Yeah, just test the waters.
A sword appears to do no damage. But you do see that the hedges are like just planted far away enough from one another that if you could literally just force your way through, like your body, just force your way through like all the branches and stuff. But again, the hedges do have quite long thorns.
It's gonna hurt.
Let's give it another go.
What,
I have the brute
first
force.
way, or... Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have the brute force option if we need it.
Okay. In the same order as you guys were before?
I mean, we're
Yeah,
sort
I
of
don't think
tied
we would-
together like this.
Yeah, we would undo
Yeah.
the rope.
Okay, so you just try make your way through as you did the first time.
Sure.
So everyone, give me those rolls again, please.
Can I argue for history this time, now that we've been through it once? Nonus can figure out, like, yes, no, I do remember seeing this particular hedge.
With a history check, you would remember that the centaur said that the hedge maze moves.
Fair.
Okay, we fine now. We fine. Oh,
You once again emerge at the beginning. It seems that if you get lost, the maze doesn't keep you trapped, lost in it forever. It magics you out of the maze. Just be like, there you go, darling.
Well, if
Can
we
I-
keep getting lost and getting spat out, how have the others been lost in there? Did they potentially find the center, and now that they were safe, it spits you out to the previous safe location? How intriguing.
Could
that's
I
true.
try something that might not work?
Sure.
Dolores just kind of like goes to like the kind of like tugs on the rope for everybody to like give her a little slack so she can like move up to the front to like the entrance of the maze, and she just says, excuse me, maze, I'm not sure how the Fey Wild works or if you can understand me. Normally the idea is that the third time's the charm, so could you go a little easier on this one?
You do not hear an answer from the inanimate hedges around you. You did not hear that dice roll.
Dolores kind of shrugs. She says, maybe it'll work.
Well, I will cast guidance on Nonus. Just a little bit help.
Any help?
I don't
Any
think
help.
I'm the one who needs it. I technically have a +5. I've just been rolling like shit.
Yeah, but that's the thing. we only need 3 to succeed. So I'm giving to the highest ones because even if we like roll
Fair.
shit, we still pass.
We have 2 shit. We can get 3. That's fair.
Yeah.
Alright. Do you guys try 1/3 time?
Third time's the charm, as our friend said.
Davina is rolling very well.
Oh my god! Oh.
I got a 23.
Well, Dolores, the hedges seem to have blessed you this time.
Since she asked so nicely.
If it makes you feel any better, no amount of guidance would have got you over the DC if you'd have given it to Davina or Mavis. Or Anissa, obviously.
Is there a way we can just like
is that like
take 20? Can we do a Pathfinder move?
can we try the easy ones, the ones on the side, the smaller ones, and maybe like gather some?
Well, like inoculate yourself against larger mazes by trying the smaller ones.
Yeah, we get some experience with maze by trying the smallest one, and then we try the big one.
I think we can just continue hitting our heads against the proverbial wall.
Or the leafy wall.
We're gonna be here for a while.
If you want to go to the like the north or south garden, that's possible as well.
I could just brute force it. It's going to hurt.
Mhm.
But I don't mind, in all honesty.
What if we have to face some? I don't know. What if this guarding guy is
There's a graph
not nice?
minotaur at the center of the maze.
Exactly. What if we need your toughness to protect us, and you are in the worst state possible?
I can always heal us.
How about a 4th time? The 4th time's typically the try. No, that's the 3rd time.
I think 4 is unlucky in Elvish.
Maybe the hedges are counting like the programming way, where the first is 0. So the 4th is actually the
See?
3rd.
Okay, let's. No harm done.
Is this the only entrance?
Yes.
Just wanted to check. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no props. Do you guys want to try one more time?
Sure.
Davina, I think,
No moss.
is going to give bardic inspiration to herself.
You know what? I think that probably would be the best bet for her. Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Don't even. I was
So
gonna say,
it's in
don't
my
even
hands.
bother rolling the
I just wanted
d8s.
to see.
Okay, it's in my
Davina
hands.
gives,
Let's pray.
Cain, don't fuck this. Thank you.
The DC was 15.
I presumed that.
You finally emerge, not in the entrance to the maze. 4th time is the charm. You find yourself in the very center of the maze, where there is a sundial. It is currently showing that it is noon, and there are 4 leaf-shaped impressions carved into each corner of the sundial's face, which appear to be like 4 unique types of leaf shape.
There's nobody else here we have not found.
Nope.
No trace of anyone that's been here.
Well, you can investigate the area if you want. Try find evidence that someone else has been here.
Someone else please do it. I
Um,
want to try to investigate the leaves to see if
Yeah.
like
I'm thinking not
each.
that. From what we've just done, investigation isn't this party's strong suit.
It's my strong suit, though.
Wonderful. Nonus, you find a broken lute string.
It would seem somebody has lost a string.
It does
No
appear to be
other.
quite. It does appear to be quite new. It doesn't match anything that you've seen around. The style, you're familiar enough because of your close friendship to your aunt. You're familiar enough to know that this is kind of like a newer style of string that's only come about in the last 15 years. Where it kind of half of it is rounded and the other half is a little flatter, so it sits on the neck a bit better and gives a bit of a cleaner sound.
Well, this is a newer string. And within the last 15 years, time period wise, cannot tell when it was broken or when it was left, but it's a string nonetheless.
Dolores is hit once again with the existential realization that time is an enigma in here and that she is unaware of how long it's actually going to take.
Well, let us get into this puzzle. That Nonus is going to approach the sundial.
I will tell Cain this for free because druid. You recognize the leaf shapes, and they are specifically. I've just lost it. They are specifically those of a rose, mistletoe, oak, and shamrock, or clover.
Rose, mistletoe.
Oak and clover.
Okay.
Is there any-
Sorry, oak, rose. I'll just write it down for you.
Are there any, like, inscriptions or anything around here?
You see that there perhaps was one, but it's like very worn and it's hard to read now. It seems as if this sundial is quite ancient.
Could I assume that each leaf is related to a season?
That would be a fair assumption.
Are
And
the leaves... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask if like where are the position in the sundial?
That's what my question was going to be, if they were in like their positioning.
Nice. Yeah. The mistletoe is positioned at the north, at the top of the sundial, and the rose is next. Then the clover, then the oak. At like the 9 o'clock or west position.
They appear to be like... Can we take them out or move them in any way, or...
They are depressions. They are carved depressions.
Okay.
It looks
And
as
the
if
sundial
they're
is
meant something to
currently...
be put in them.
And the
As opposed
sundial is
to-
currently set at noon, which is on mistletoe right now.
Mhm.
Okay, how is it shadowed on noon if there's no, like, proper light?
My question too.
That is a good question.
Dolores, would you be able to produce some light to see if we can figure out if we can move the shadow?
Yeah, Dolores will get her shield prepped as she casts uses it to cast light, and the hearth begins to like animate and shine. And then she kind of like holds it up and sort of starts to like angle it.
Regardless of what angle you cast on the sundial, it only ever reads noon.
And that points to the mistletoe.
By the time we are here, did it move at least like 1 inch?
No, it has not moved at all. It appears to be fixed in some way that isn't related to the time within this place.
Dolores turns off light. Does the center maybe move?
The center is kind of loose, but it can't rotate.
Looking around the grove, is there any is there anything else around? Like, is any like specific plants that would like coincide with the depressions, or like anything else of note?
You hear a small giggle coming from where you came into the center from.
Nonus will turn towards it.
One of the leprechauns that you saw at the very beginning.
A message from my master. There are leaves in the garden to trace, and a maze with a clear central space. With a leaf in your hand you could stand and stand, but to leave the leaves in place.
There was other
Wait.
people we were told that came in here. What has happened to them?
They're in a lovely building just here, with turrets and domes far and near. 'Tis a shame you can't spy it, as we urge you to try it, solve the puzzle, and see it appear.
Well, if these people were able to figure it out, I'm sure we will be able to. With that, Nonus will turn back towards taking out some parchment. Does anybody have like charcoal or anything to do rubbings? I only carry ink.
Or herbalism kits with leaves in them.
Yeah, I do. Can I try to place like the specific leaves on the specific leaves? If that makes sense.
It does. You will not have all of the leaves. You have mistletoe and you have oak because those are useful in medicine. So you would be able to place those into their respective niches.
Okay.
I've seen, or I guess not seen, but the ones that are missing. Has Nonus seen them enough to know like what the leaf would look like and its like rough weight, etc.?
You remember seeing a rose bushes back in the centaur's meadow.
Hmm. What about the clover?
You don't recall having seen the clover with just a quick think.
I'm just more thinking like I want to use prestidigitation to create the two that are missing.
I mean, you know what a clover leaf looks like. You can also see like the depression. You could prestidigitate an approximation of it.
Yeah. So Nonus will do that and have them set the two that are missing set in their locations.
The shadow on the sundial begins to spin and spin and spin. And your surroundings are replaced with the garden of a nice manor. The sundial should be here, but I forgot to put it on the map.
Should we untie ourselves now, or
Probably not a bad idea. Prestidigitation only lasts, or it's up to an hour. We have up to an hour if my magical conjurations of these leaves are what keeping us here. After that, they will disappear, and I am unsure.
You actually look down at the sundial and you see that all 4 of the recesses are once again empty.
Oh. It would appear that they were consumed in some way. I would say it's probably safe to take the rope off. Plus, if we get into a fight, not all of us wish to be on the front lines.
Indeed. So we take the rope off ourselves and we barge into the front door.
Dolores helps to like roll it up and then hand it back to Anissa? All right.
Get your rope back.
Well, let's go.
The front doors are 10 feet wide, 30 feet high, and made of pure silver. They have no handles. They are etched in the likeness of 2 women, a human and an elf. In black, across the arch, are etched the words, "Enter in peace."
Just look back at Nonus like. And I push. I assume that would open.
Yes. Beyond is a bright, airy chamber with a floor of a gleaming white marble. There's a door to the north and the south. There's a couple of, you may not look it, but these are all like small tables, which each hold a crystal decanter of what looked like pure water.
Nonus still very much has hate in his heart. Does anything bar him from entering?
Doesn't appear to. Dolores, you open this room and you find a young couple sitting on a sofa, giggling to themselves.
Oh, apologies. And then Dolores will close the door.
Were they like full clothing? Like, oh.
Well, I didn't look too long. I just saw that it was occupied, and so I closed the door.
Well, if you excuse me, knock at the door.
Yes.
And I open the door. Excuse me. We're looking for and I look over to Nonus. Nonus, what's the name of your aunt again?
Thalia is the name.
Yes, we're looking for Elia's friend.
That is us.
And then they just kind of go back to giggling between themselves.
Nonus, I think they are in the similar way that your aunt was.
Nonus will enter, look them up and down.
They don't really pay much attention to you guys at all, even when you're looking right at them.
What year is it?
One of them.
Well,
No, it's 114.
what's the current year?
117. AU.
That is incorrect by a few years. Current year is 117. Keegan Versailles is dead. Died at some point a few months ago. Currently there is a beetle infestation devouring magic. Anything ringing a bell?
They just kind of look at you like, okay, and go back to kind of lounging. They're both wearing like dressing gowns, slippers. They're in this like swinging sofa.
Which one appears to be the least wise?
That would probably be the man Orlando.
Nonus will infuse magic as he speaks. You are being tricked. You need to wake up. As I'm going to attempt to suggest to see if I can use magic to rile them out of whatever's happened.
Is your DC really 17?
Yep.
Nice. Well, they just managed to fail it. But instead of now adhering to the terms of your spell, it feels like two diametrically opposed spells are now both in effect on this person equally, and they kind of cancel each other out. Orlando just stands up and goes, like, I'm sorry, I'm not exactly sure why you're here. I'm just trying to have a nice honeymoon. Our families didn't want us around them, and we fled here.
You're currently in the Feywilds.
And it's a lovely place.
One filled with vile creatures designed to trick you and steal everything you hold dear.
They've only been nice to us. We're allowed to ride on the centaurs' backs. We got wild honey from the meadows and had fresh, crunchy bread from the satyrs. Orlando kind of he looks towards the door and is like, do all of you think this way as well? This is a lovely place.
Well, to be fair, I don't understand most of anything regarding the Fae, so I don't know exactly if this is a good place or not.
The thing is, your friend is being worried, sick about you. She said you guys went to investigate in the um in the tavern and then disappear without any notice.
We may have told her that we were going to investigate, yes.
Though you're here of your own volition, nothing holding you against.
Why would we ever leave this place? It's a lovely place.
Okay. And do you guys know the one called the gardener?
You've heard of him? Of them, of course. Not met them myself. Darling, what are you doing talking to this lot? Come sit down next to me.
Oh, it appears to be not getting much information out of them.
Well, Thalia was concerned about you too. If you truly intend to spend the rest of your lives in this vile place, I have no reason to stop you. I was here to rescue people who may be held against their will. I will be leaving, and I am attempting to break whatever curse has been placed upon Thalia, as she has seemed to come to as if she was suppressed.
How ridiculous. Come, sit down, drink some of the water from the stream. You'll all feel better. It heals everything.
I'll take your word for it. Huh. But unfortunately, we have pending issues.
Hmm. That's
Oh.
right.
That's all that Nonus can try. He will turn and walk out, leaving the door open. He will also maintain concentration on suggestion, just to screw with them a little bit.
Wow. You can hear that there's like a little discord left behind, as one is a bit more aware than the other right now.
Of note, everybody, when I cast my spell, it appeared that there was another magical effect pushing against mine that seemed to ensure that they wouldn't fully commit to my command and my suggestion. There is a chance that they are unaware of the effects and aren't as powerful enough to break through to actually tell us that they need help.
Cain, as you open this door, you find inside a pair of middle-aged men who look like they can absolutely handle themselves. One is just reclining on a sofa reading a book, and the other is sitting in a chair whittling.
I'll knock on the door to get their attention.
Oh, Argus, they're friends. Well, welcome.
Welcome, gentlemen. I'm sorry to bother you. Uh, if you don't mind, me and my friends have some questions about the place. We just got in here. So if you could answer us, it would help us a lot. If you don't mind, of course.
We're only happy to help, isn't that right, dear? And the one on the sofa goes, yes, quite. Oh, it's such a lovely place around here, isn't it? We could talk about it for hours.
An off question, but what year is it?
I have absolutely no idea. We have been here for quite a long time. I know time works differently out there. The one who was whittling puts it down, stands up, introduces himself as Hamish.
It's a pleasure. I assume you're a couple.
That's right. Yes, we found ourselves here after we were run out of our own town. They would not accept us, so we decided to just make our own way in life.
I see. And do you ever met the one called the gardener?
Oh yes, met them quite a few times. Said hello to them not too long ago, actually. Passing through, I think they're upstairs.
Wow. And uh, can you tell us a little bit about them?
They're
What they?
Hamish gestures to the tapestry on the east wall, which is depicting two female mages, an elf and a human. They're holding hands, and their free ones are raised, which they're using. They're casting off rays of magic that seem to cause a magnificent garden to spring up around them in the background, and with animals and fey creatures bounding and in awe in the background. Is an old friend of those two.
Hmm. Well, we shall not keep you. Uh, eh, we excuse ourselves. Have a lovely day, and
Well,
thank you.
why don't you stay? Come, have a drink with us. The water here is phenomenal.
So I heard, but unfortunately, we have to attend some business before.
Where did they
Uh,
say they got the water from again? From like the center room?
Yeah, they got it from the fountain, but they said it's from like the spring, which is what leads to the lake that you all passed through.
Hmm. And there's like a glass of water on each little pedestal.
Yeah, with a couple of crystal cups as well.
mhm.
Dolores really does not know how any of this works. She is never really touched upon the Fae outside of like maybe stories told and all that. With that being said, she is going to push off the cup on the pedestal in front of her.
Like a cat, just
She's just thinking like disrupt whatever, like there's 6 of them, maybe there's like a balance thing. She doesn't know. She's just gonna like push it off, see if that does anything.
the crystal decanter falls to the floor. It shatters perfectly in half, lengthways. The water falls out, it spills over the marble, but nothing else seems to happen. Except Hamish walks up and is like, "Would you kindly be quiet if you are in our home?"
Don't think you could call this your home unless you actively have owned it. You said this was the gardener's.
Well, it was Cain and Porphyro's. The gardener is its guardian, but they said that we should live here now.
So then
Our
it
home.
is. Well, there doesn't seem to be any opposing from the other side.
No, that's their home. Over there, this is ours. Shared spaces are, shared. With that, Hamish kind of just goes back to his whittling. Davina has been kind of mulling around these tables for a little bit. Maybe we should drink some of the water and see what happens.
Don't touch it.
It's just
I
water, Nonus. I can hold my drink.
Is there a way we could tell if it's magical? Does anybody have that ability?
I think
I cannot.
everything here is magical.
I cannot cast detect magic. However, I don't need anything more than intuition to know that these people have drank the water and they now have some kind of control placed over them.
You said that the crystal chalice or decanter split in half,
Yeah.
or did it like shatter into a bunch of pieces?
No, it when it fell, it split open like a Kinder egg.
Okay.
It perfectly in half.
Yeah, Dolores will grab the pieces, then use mending to kind of like fix it back together. But instead of refilling it at the fountain, she's going to use her water skin to refill it and then put it back on the pedestal.
As you pour the water from your skin into the jug, your water turns into gravel.
Huh. Well, that's never happened before. What if she puts the decanter full of gravel on the pedestal? Does anything happen?
It stays gravel. It's pretty
Ah, okay.
gravel. It's, multicolored, shiny gravel, but still gravel.
Okay. Well, if nothing bad happens, Dolores is gonna be like, I really don't understand the Fae.
Well, if nothing bad is happening, then Davina is going to grab a cup with water in it.
I'm not going to stop you, but if you suddenly become like a mindless drone like them, do not expect that I am going to save you.
Davina, I really don't think we should just be drinking random, and she's drinking it. Does anything happen to Davina?
Oh,
Oh
that's a
my
nat
god.
one wisdom save.
My headache is gone. I didn't even realize I had a headache.
Liberated from thought.
What are we... I forgot what I was saying. Are we finding our own room here now? This is a cool place.
Yeah, that's definitely not Davina to call this place nice. It's beyond.
It's so cozy and like cottagecore and like, oh, don't you just hate like big busy manors with like lots of servants called like Iris and Nadia and
Right, that something is definitely wrong. She remembered the names of her servants. Well, Davina's a lost cause. Come on.
I. Dolores just kind of looking like, should we really leave it? And then she's just gonna be like, Davina, how about you go into this upper room and have a nice chat with them?
those two, but they're like so lovey-dovey. Who wants love? Ugh.
You look a little thirsty. Maybe you should have another drink.
It's not strong enough. I want tea. I really want
Oh,
a cup of tea.
yeah. She's completely lost.
With that, Nonus is just going to start climbing the stairs.
Yeah. Dolores just kind of like, I guess she's gonna like check. Could I say like in the rations there's like a sachet of like tea leaves?
Yeah, if not, I'm sure Cain has probably got some in a herbalism kit.
No, yeah. She'll just like go through the rations, pull out a little sachet, and say, "Here, just sit by your cup and let it steep."
Oh, okay. Yes. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I love you, Dolores. You are so good at making tea. I need to learn how to do this. I'm
Just
so jealous of people that know how to make good food.
well, all you have to do is just stand right there and just watch the cup, okay?
I can do that. I can watch a cup. I've got eyes.
Yes, you do. And then Dolores is just gonna kind of like go back to the stairs and just follow up. It says that should at least keep her down here.
Let's hope so.
All right, up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like a continuing spiraling up, or
It is, yes. You guys all emerge in it seems like an art gallery. There are two rows of marble statues. The north row depicts an elf woman in different poses, wearing different clothes, and the southern row is a human woman in similar variations.
all right, are these all doors?
Uh,
Some look like
these
windows.
two are doors. The smaller ones are windows.
Okay, Nonus is just going to walk up to this one and open it.
Oh no. something else I don't know anything about.
Doors?
No, art.
Alright, this just appears to be some kind of garden. As does this one. We can...
Yeah, just big. They're big. They're kind of like parapets that are open to the sky, with subtly coloured flowers amongst gravel pathways. It's like looks like the same kind of gravel that is in a jug downstairs.
These do not appear to have any noteworthy things. And with that, Nonus is gonna continue up the next flight.
Gee, I wonder what bees chat in his bonnet.
Yeah, we're just following up.
Yep.
Oh, gosh.
Whoop. Wait, is this one?
Yeah.
Oh.
You come to another roof garden. This is again an area that is open, and in front of you is a great crystal dome with a door.
Anissa, would you mind potentially going first? If I see this individual, there's a greater than 50% chance that I'm just going to start casting spells and attempt to murder them.
Sure, why not?
Dolores, under her breath, just goes, along with calm emotion, prepare silence tomorrow. Understood.
The great crystal dome in the inside is lit from the twilight sky, shining. Inside, in the center, are two 3 foot high. One 3 foot high white marble sarcophagus, but it's doubly long, as if two people rest inside. Kneeling, apparently deep in prayer, is a figure that appears to be made out of plants themselves as well. And they look up as they hear the door opening. Oh, you're right there.
In the interest of honesty, no, not really.
I wasn't aware that anyone new had come into this domain. Sorry, I not normally like this.
Right?
Assuming you are the gardener?
That be me?
Right, well, good. We found them. We just need to leave.
There's another thing as well. You need to release your talons from everybody who you have infected with your disgusting, vile magic and get out of my damn head.
I'm sorry. I'm not the cause of whatever is in your head. I am an archfey, but I'm not the one responsible for what's going on with you.
I assume you know who is responsible, though.
Hmm. The Queen of Shadows.
And where does she reside on this realm?
In a place called the Unseelie Court. She's often referred to as well as the Queen of Air and Darkness.
Oh, how pleasant.
Yes, I'm dreadfully sorry for what's going on with you, but you have come to the right place. Cohen and Porphyra can help you with what you need.
Who?
And when he mentions the two names, they gesture to the sarcophagi in the center, and just kind of move and gesture you into the room. Anissa and Cain, you can see a inscription on the front of the sarcophagus that says, "O stranger, whom destiny hath led nigh, leave us interred in peace to lie. If thou'st would deign to grant our request, then fate will move at thy behest. This gift from the contented dead we swear to grant by our heart and head." And as you all approach, you feel a immense arcane power radiating from the sarcophagus.
And you have no idea why those who drink the water seem to lose their mind, have their emotions and memories suppressed?
I do. It's the fountain, the source of all the water in the realm. It's called the Fountain All Heal. Caerwyn and Porphyra, they worked together to create it over the ages, enchanting the water with Feywild magic. It heals people like greater restoration and heal and all these other spells all combined, but it's so amazing that people just don't want to. They don't want to leave after.
They do, but they cannot. Was there another that looked like me venture into this place?
I don't believe so. But I don't know everyone that comes through here. I didn't even know that you lot had gotten here until you walked in this room. It might be that she drunk from the water. It might be that the magic is seeping through into the material plane.
There was the demi-plane and the figure of these two that brought us here.
It sounds like it might be leaking in.
And if we are to destroy that figure, would this place simply vanish?
No. It would continue. This place is part of reality. The statue is like a shortcut. There are other ways of getting here and getting back.
And do you know a way of helping, let's say, a person who drink of the water and still have the effect of it to get rid of it?
My two deceased friends here, they imbued the land with the magic to protect, to give people a sense of security and comfort. Maybe if you prayed to them, asked their souls to stop that effect.
I'll look over to Dolores, like,
Do not look at Dolores or I. To pray to another god is blasphemy.
not
What?
gods, they're just archmages with very powerful spirits.
Also, we live in a polytheistic society. There is no singular that we have to devote ourselves to.
If
Yeah,
that's
but
what you think, then never find the favor of your god.
Dolores is going through a lot of existential stuff right now because now she's already slightly broken from the whole time thing. That now she's starting to like loop in some doubt about like, wait, what if it is bad that I do show like some grace to like the other gods from the temple? Dolores
is it
just
bad to be nice?
Dolores just pats Anissa on the hip and just says,
Hmm.
"You don't have a god right now. Maybe."
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. But you are correct, I don't follow any particular god. Sure, why not? If it helps us leave this place quicker, the more the merrier.
This is a great idea, Bailey. Thanks for convincing the faithful to go out of this and let the faithless go in.
Exactly.
Won't kneel or anything, just place probably the shield, like the hand that they would hold the shield typically, just on the coffin. It's less of a prayer, it's more of just a request. Just to be able to leave, to she would word it as give the people who are currently under the effect of the water a moment of pure objective clarity, and then they can make the decision for themselves.
The magic swirling around the tomb seems to pulsate and warm at your touch. You're not. A few seconds go by and you're not really sure if anything has happened, and then you hear footsteps running up towards you from down below. Davina bursts through the doors, barrels through Nonus. This place is weird and we need to leave.
I've never been so thankful to hear Davina's shrieking.
Oh, how's the tea, Davina?
I
Good
don't
job.
give a shit about the tea.
Well, you did ask for it.
I have never asked for tea in my life, and I am not about to start now. That is slander against my person.
Inside, if she remembers asking for tea, or if she honestly
She's
forgot about her.
She's clearly overcorrecting.
Then that is all I can ask. My fury has been sated for a short while. My request would have been to burn the place to the ground, so it's probably best if somebody else did do it either way.
The gardener walks around and places a hand on the tombs, closes their eyes for a second. The fountain has been changed. The water doesn't act that way anymore.
Looks like
The effect is gone. People will get healed from the water, but they won't feel a desire to leave or have their mind befuddled. They'll just be healed as Kerwin and Porphyra wanted it to be. It's my shame for letting the magic grow too powerful. I am the gardener. I meant to guard not just the plants, but the magic that maintains them as well, and I've failed in that. I am dreadfully sorry for what I have put you through with my negligence. I'll make sure that any effects that leak into the material plane do not do so ever again.
Then the effigy can stay. I would hate to dishonor the memory of ones that have done good in their life.
I have instructed Amador to allow you passage back into the material plane whenever you or those below are ready to go.
Just so we can get this whole thing out of the way. Time differential. What are we talking? Hours, days, weeks, millennia?
I cannot say, I'm afraid. I
Wonderful.
don't have that access.
No, that's fine. We'll deal with it as we get there. Right.
I have another question. What about the other two mazes?
Sorry, say again?
What about the other two mazes in the garden maze?
So they are not, I think I mentioned earlier, they are not mazes, they just look it on the art. They're just gardens with a hedge around the outside.
Oh, okay.
One final question. The one that you spoke that has placed their mark upon me. How do I get there? I have quite the reckoning to pay. And apologies if my way of talking or overarching hatred for your entire being and this realm, but they are the sole target of my ire. And now that I have a identity and somebody to target that ire to, I can be a fairly bit more amicable.
I'm afraid you can only get there by use of dark magic. Where you can get through, how and where from the material plane, I could not say. You'll have to research yourself. But
Well,
I do know that the Unseelie Court traditionally has a key involving black onyx.
I think that's
that is as much as I could ask, given my hostilities. My deepest and most sincere apologies for such. As I said, now that I have the target of my ire, they will pay and rue the day that they took something beloved from me.
I completely understand. If you had met me in a different time before I devoted the rest of eternity to upholding my dear friends' wishes, we would have parted on different terms as well. Now, you should probably go and think this, I think this young woman in particular is itching to. And Davina is like literally pulling on Anissa, pushing at Dolores. Let's go.
I don't look surprised the fact that Davina can move me.
Oh no, she can't. Like, she's just got a hand, and it's like she can fall back with all her weight, and you're like, is there a gust on me?
Well,
Must have been the wind.
With that, Nonus is just going to give a nod and move to leave.
Yup.
Loris is just kind of like still there, just like overthinking things before it's like seeing everybody leave, and it's just like, oh, right, thank you, and then just follows out.
The gardener nods to all of you.
Right. Sorry, I was in my head a little bit. Do we know how to get back?
The wonderful gardener said that they have instructed one to show us the path to return.
Can't Cain check upon the two couple before leaving to see if the behavior is like any different?
Yeah, the couple that you first met, they're looking around like, this place has been nice. I think we should perhaps return to the real world. If it's been a few years, our parents have probably forgiven us by now.
Or they're dead from beetles.
Oh, they're dead from what?
Do not break the fourth wall, NPCs. This is over the table.
The two guys that you encountered just kind of sidle up to Anissa. Is gay marriage legal yet?
Last time I checked.
Then we are returning to the material plane.
Cool.
And yeah, with that, you guys are able to start your return back to the fairy circle. The ones that have said that they will return, like they encourage you to start moving along, and they'll return in their own time. They want to say goodbye and all of that.
Okay.
But they do hand you a key, a silver key, and tell you, and you see that the handle of the key has the shape of a mistletoe leaf, and tell you to just pop that in the fountain, and it will return you to the center of the maze.
And we do so.
And you still have the key when you return to the center of the maze.
Okay.
Finally, something's going our way for once.
Don't jinx it.
All right, let's try and get out of this maze.
Interesting.
Can Nonus fly now?
No. Nonus still can't fly. It seems to be an inherent property of this area. But instead of a maze, you see that all of the hedges have aligned themselves so you could just walk out.
Well, lovely that it could not have done this earlier.
It seems like the spirits of the two long dead lovers are they are kind of blessing you and allowing you to you all to make your own decisions in your own way in life. quick as possible.
Right, well, onward out of this place then. My head kinda hurts with all the spinning.
I assume you guys just head right back to the fairy ring?
Mhm.
Yep.
Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Once you arrive back, the leprechauns have disappeared. And do not impede your exit. As you step into the fairy ring, instead of being transported to the well between worlds, you find yourselves popping out right into the reliquary.
Oh.
But
I don't like the look of this.
Yeah.
there's blood on the floor.
Now the door was like wooden beads. Is that still the case,
The
or?
beads have been ripped off and now lie as a pile in front of you.
Okay.
So is there anything blocking the doorway?
Nope.
Okay, yeah.
You see a
Where's-
shred of the world beyond. And pause if you would please for a second, so I can just. Ba-doop. May as well just show this little area here. But it's dark and something smells like smoke. You can see from this door beyond, there's more blood on the floor inside of the inn. And that is where we're going to end the session for this week.
Not the cliffhanger.
Awesome.
And you all gain a level up.
That's
No,
concerning.
No, we don't. No, we don't. I take it back. I don't want to level up.
You have a level up.
Because that
Take it.
that means a bad thing is gonna happen.
Well, bad things are gonna happen nonetheless. So
Okay.
I'd rather have the level up than none.
So
Fourth
here's a
level
question.
spells.
How is this level going to work in terms of like, some of us gaining things, especially since for spellcasters it's a rank up on our spell slots.
You would gain those spell slots. Level up as
Alright.
as you normally would, basically.
I just wanted to check, like, since we're not like going through a rest, so if we needed to like do anything.
You feel rested by your time in the Eternal Garden. We'll put it that way. So you would gain the spell slots.
All right.
I'm
time
not giving you guys like a long rest in terms of rested. Like you spent spell slots cast and speak with animals. You're still missing those, but you will gain.
Okay.
You will gain like anything that you would gain from this level up. You gain.
Okay.
As a
Also,
bonus.
god damn it.
Oh my
The
god.
average.
I'm not gonna roll because last time I rolled like 2 and I'm getting the average.
You have the second lowest hit points in the group right now, Cain.
Oh my god. I rolled so bad. My hit point.
Who's
I cannot roll.
lowest? Is it Davina or Nonus?
I'll let the person who it may or may not be speak for themselves.
Oh, I would presume that says it's me. I have 32 before my level up.
Yeah, I have 33.
I before this level up, I had 45. After
Oh my
this, I'll have
God.
51.
Nice.
4
Well,
plus
I like to-
con. So I'm going to gain a whole 5 hit points and go to 37.
Woo!
Yeah.
I like to think that Cain is like fragile. Is like only like skin and bones, and that's why he's not like.
I mean, you also stack a bunch of temp HP.
That's true.
I am my 37 little hit points, and that is all I have.
Okay, I just need to